Be prepared throughout for offensive language and adult and sexual themes. Tonight, it's nomination time.
Puts me on edge.
Cross the line again.
Testy.
Goes off in a mood.
Too much for me.
Lazy.
Boring and annoying.
And things get X-rated.
Oh, God. The public eye is feeling naughty and wants you to arouse the viewers. Yes, perfect. Awesome.
There she is.
There you go. Give him his money's worth. Yes, and tell him how bad he's been.
Whipping now.
All right, here we go. Yes!
Someone got a fork in their pocket, or is there?
Day 11, 9:49 a.m. It's day 2 of this week's shopping task, where housemates have found themselves being judged by the public eye. In order to pass the task, housemates must receive no more than 5 fails from the public. Due to a rule break earlier in the week, they can only win a basic shopping budget. If they fail, then they will have to live on basic rations for the next week.
It's my turn, you've got to help me.
Oh, big brother, man. Good morning, housemates. It's time to make the viewers feel uplifted. I need you all to take my lead, so let's get this party started.
It's on! Come on, everyone! How did she do that first thing in the morning?
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Oh, shit, I need a bra. Come on, Sally.
Yeah! Keep going, everyone!
74% of viewers found the housemates' early morning conga uplifting, scoring them a pass. Housemates currently only have 1 fail from yesterday. (10:48 a.m). Kirsty and Gabby are not happy.
Ew.
I'm gonna be sick.
Chloe!
What?
Come here.
Why?
Come here. Is this your razor?
The blue one.
These guys just piss all over everything. I'm not even kidding, it's hideous.
I'm going to go around and check everybody's pubic hair.
Here.
Ugh, look at that.
I know, I can't.
I'm sorry, we need to have a discussion with the people with pubes. Come on.
All right,
Gab.
you lead the way.
Okay.
It's just nothing.
People, can we have a discussion? Right, listen. Whoever's got pubes, right? Clean them up out of the shower, please, because I don't have any, and it's not nice to pick up other people's pubes.
Can I see mine?
No thanks. And whoever's got long, dark hair, can you please pick that up out the shower as well? Because it's like wrapping round things, and I don't want to peel off stuff.
Apologies. Long dark hair. Who's it going to be?
Me! It was me!
I told you, clean the shower after.
Let's just go clean
Thank
it.
you.
So it doesn't become a topic for the day.
My head was messed last night. Just like, I'm finding it hard to remember my life outside.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to remember Lee's voice.
Mad, isn't it?
I started getting a bit paranoid last night. What are people saying? What are people insinuating? How's Lee feeling?
Yeah, it's going to be fine. Honestly.
I haven't done anything untoward. You've got to remember, he's not used to what we're used to. He's had a crash course in 10 months.
Is that how long you've been together?
We've gone through a lot in those 10 months. So that's why it doesn't help when certain housemates, when you're all in here together, stirring.
Yeah.
It's like I've come in here and not mentioned it.
No, you have.
Pretty obvious, isn't it?
You've got something tattooed on your finger. That is mental.
A week. My mum went mad.
A week
After a
together?
week, yeah. You know when you meet someone and you feel like you've just been underwater for so long and then you've got air. He's my air.
That's how it was when I met Jack. Like we met and then we spent every day together for 3 months. Like our hard times and stuff. We had a spell where we lost that friendship once we had Mia and we started getting on.
And that's how the friendship's then.
Yeah, that's it. But like that's the one thing with Jacqueline, like usually you're with someone and you sort of, you go through a bad time and you sort of lose that attraction to them. Like I've never lost the attraction to her, do you know what I mean?
So you tell her?
Yeah, I always tell her that she's beautiful and stuff, but I honestly think if me and her break up and we're done, I would be single, like that would be it. I would honestly just concentrate on my kids and work.
Oh God, I'm paranoid about my hair molting now.
That's all right. What are they doing in there?
God.
Are they cleaning pubes up?
Ben is in the diary room talking about Roxanne.
I think certain people, no names, may have put seeds in her head, and I've seen them doing it, and I think them seeds are growing. Like, someone tried to do it with me. Someone tried to say, look, you and Roxy have got some, like, connection, or we're like magnets. Yeah, like, you're attracted to one another. People are seeing that, and they're, like, saying, right. They're trying to get in between that. I had it the other day, I was scared to go up to Rox or something like that, because I'm thinking, why should I feel scared? And then in the end, I'm like, nah, screw it. I'm gonna go up to Rox. If I want to give Rox a hug, I'll give her a hug. People have that perception and that, whatever. I have got feelings for Roxy, but I'm not gonna be that guy, you know, bless her. She's a good kid, you know what I mean? Because when I look into her eyes, I see myself, and it's just natural. Do you know what I mean? That's how it should be, big brother, natural.
11:24 a.m. Ryan and Ben are training in the rain.
Come on! Let's, come on! Come on! Let's go! Push it! Now, it's yours. Go. Push forward, go. Yes. Taking some leather now, boy. Come on! There's no gain, no pain! Yes, come on, push the body, go! Yes! 10! Fast! Now! Go! 10! 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Right. Hold on. Get by.
Dan is talking to Big Brother about the food situation in the house.
I eat a lot, and I eat big meals, so I'm really struggling. Like I said, I've lost so much size, it's unbelievable. But it's one of them things. We have to all do it together. Uh-oh.
Oh, look, Dan's on the deck. Dan's on the telly.
Here he is. Look at that. Look at the moves. The public eye.
Oh, look at him.
He's so happy dancing away.
Good dancing. Thank you. Dan, the public eye wants you to fascinate the viewers. You will have 5 minutes to put on the show of your life and be as captivating, mesmerising and fascinating as you can possibly be. Your time will start when the public eye turns red.
Show us your dick.
Ah!
Oh, what?
Did you say that or think it, Kirstie Alley?
I don't know.
It's on. It's on. Go!
Right. Mesmerising. Mesmerising, captivating. It's really hot. Do you mind if I take my top off? Is that right?
It's AJ.
I don't know what to do. I ain't taking my trousers off.
Yeah, it'll fascinate them.
You want me to dance? Right.
Go on, daddy boy. You big hunk.
Flex!
Boom, boom.
Hello, Public Eye. You having a good day?
Yeah. Do you know what? I've had a right rough night's sleep.
Sleeping next to Naomi was a nightmare, wasn't it?
Well, I was all right. I was over the other side next to Jermaine.
Well, me, I was tossing and turning, couldn't get no kip.
Well, Jermaine gave me a tickle one night.
Well, you lucky little bugger.
Sadly, only 49% of viewers found Dan to be fascinating, giving the housemates their second fail of the task.
That was tough.
Coming up, Ben's got some news for Roxanne.
Got a little baby on the way now.
Be prepared for offensive language. (1:30 p.m). Chloe and Jermaine are in the shower.
What you should have done, turn the shower on like that while you're there, guys.
Give me 5. All I need is 5. It's 5, right?
No, just remember, there's no camera in there, guys.
For the next part of this week's shopping task, the Public Eye has set up a confession booth in the garden. Ben, Sally and Jermaine have been selected to shock the public by confessing sins from their personal lives and their time in the house.
Oh, dear. Oh, hello, Eye. Right. Forgive me, Public Eye, for I have sinned. I've had a bit of drama over the past year, you might say. I ended up marrying a stranger. All right, I might have had a bit of stuff with a 21-year-old and stuff like that who was looking at us. OK, there might have been another lady. I'm going to be a dad at the end of the year, which is a blessing, but I got a bit of a past. But that little baby comes first in my life now. Confessions in the house. Got a little bit of a crush on Roxanne, I know, you know what I mean? Can't help it, though, can I? All right, she's a nice girl. I like singing and dancing, don't I? But I've got to be honest, don't I? I've got to be honest, so... Yes, I did have an affair. Yes, I'm still a married man. Yes, I have sinned. But please, we all make mistakes, don't we? Oh, thank you, right, bless you. See you later.
Next to enter the confession booth is Sally.
Forgive me, Public Eye, for I have sinned. It's something that often plays on my mind. I think I was about 15, and there was a boy that I really liked, but he had a girlfriend. I know, and because I really liked him, I said I'd seen him kissing another girl. I hadn't. I lied. And she said, had I seen them together? And I said, it was in my mind's eye. I said, I could see this was going to happen. It was a bit like using my gift to lie, really. I know, it's very, very bad of me. Thank you, Public Eye.
Last to try to shock the viewers is Jermaine.
I want to confess, which I'm not happy or proud about, but I slept with a professional footballer's ex-England player wife. I was young, I was reckless, and it just happened. Oh, you want more confessions in the house? OK, I'll confess that I like Chloe. She's a lovely girl. Out of everybody, I'm most attracted to her. And that's not good when you've got a partner right there. And that is my confession, and I feel bad.
Oh, my God, big brother! You're savage!
Unfortunately, housemates only shocked 44% of the viewers, incurring another fail. 2:11 p.m. Ben needs to get something off his chest.
Well, I say it as it is, right? So I might have had an affair with another lady as well.
During your Married at First Sight?
Yeah.
So there was a girl you met that was there, and there was another one?
Another lady, yeah. She was a friend, she was shelter quiet.
She was already your friend?
She was
already
a friend, yeah. And I was in a mess. And then, obviously, one night, things happened, and then got a little baby on the way now.
full of surprises, isn't I?
Listen, it's one of them things, yeah, where it's obviously not in the right circumstance or the ideal circumstance, but I promise you now, that little thing will be the best thing that ever happens to you. It's the maddest feeling in the world. She's shocked.
Oh, my God.
But it's a blessing. And
Trust
all I
me,
say
it
is, and this is how I say, God creates beauty out of purposeless chaos.
Trust me, everything happens for
And
a
that's
reason.
true.
Mate.
That lady is a friend and she wants nothing to do with this or nothing like that.
Does she want to be with you?
Who?
The pregnant
The lady.
friend?
Oh, yeah. Once that baby's there might be something that sparks up. You're going to be a dad, mate. That's your priority
I'll
in
give
life.
everything.
Mate, that's it. That's your priority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it, mate.
Well, this is the right time.
This is the
And I'll
ultimate
forever grow,
time.
and I will man up.
Go on. Hey, Usher, how did that go?
Savage.
What did you say?
Your head's gone, isn't it? Is your head gone?
Oh, wait, look, all right. Back at the public, I have confessed.
Go on.
I said, I like Chloe.
Oh!
I said, in the house, there's some lovely girl. I had to come up with something, so I said, in the house, there's, they're all lovely, but the one I'm most attracted to is Chloe.
I'm fucking livid!
Yeah, sorry.
And what about me?
What about me?
3:19 p.m. Sally is talking to Big Brother about Jermaine's earlier confession.
People are attracted to certain people, aren't they? So Jerome likes a dumb blonde, that's what I would say. Basically, I think, you know, we're attracted to people for many, many different reasons, especially when we're young and especially in an environment like this. So each to their own. And I think it was very, very brave of him to confess it. By the sound of it, Big Brother, it was on the tip of his tongue, and all it needed was the eye to tip him over the edge. And the eye did that.
Roxanne is asking about Ben's second confession.
Benny, how could you tell him and not me?
Because he's Madon.
Madon? What
You're
am
my
I?
girl. Are you worried about that girl? Just get that washed up, girl.
Tell me. Ow. Don't you dare. Tell me. Tell me.
Stop it. Spray them floors
Why
and we'll
won't
have
he
a little
tell ya?
chat.
Why won't he tell me?
Spray the floor. He was going to tell you after.
Tell me. You better tell me.
I will tell
Tell
you.
me now.
Not now.
No, you have to tell me now. This is killing me. This might be the only thing I find out today.
Ah, shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Stop it. Stop it. What was embarrassing? Where's my... I can't... Oh, baby, you know. I can't help it. All I'm saying is you know and I can't help it and I'm sorry. That's all you need to know. Read into that. We'll leave it at that, yeah? Sorry.
I don't... My head right now is like, it's marshmallows.
Oh, no, it is.
No, especially after that.
I know.
I mean,
Oh, look, come here. I love you. I'm sorry.
Oi. Just, it's all good.
Huh?
Listen. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's all. Come on, help it. What do you do? What the fuck do I do? Fucking help it. I don't want to be that geezer, you know?
Coming up, Kirsty lands her dream role.
The public eye is feeling naughty and wants you to arouse the viewers.
Be prepared for offensive language and adult themes. 4 or 3 p.m. Roxanne is in the bedroom, dressing up as Chloe.
We're making you horny and vulgar so that you appeal to Jermaine.
I'm here.
Oh, shit! Are you kidding me, Banana?
He's timed it.
Don't do this to us. Oh, no, here we go. Look, triple X on that.
Kirsty.
Where's the PG? Go on, girl.
N-O.
Kirsty, you got to dress up and dance for the boys.
Oh, God. The public eye is feeling naughty and wants you to arouse the viewers. Soon you must head to the pool room with the housemates of your choice and direct them to be as sexy as possible. The first housemate shall be Roxy. Here we go. Baby Shrek.
Yeah!
And baby Doris.
Yeah!
I like this.
Upside down. Yes, perfect. Awesome. Now smear that on your neck and chest and bosom. Oh, yes. Lick those fingers. Yes.
Don't be shy, boys. There she is.
Lap dance that eye. There you go. Yes, and tell him about what. Tell him how bad he's been.
Whip here now.
You need punished. Woo! Woo!
Perfect.
Bastard! Oh, you naughty.
Yes, that's good. The dips are good. Yes.
It's off. It's done. Yes! It's finished.
Housemates were only able to arouse 31% of viewers, incurring another fail.
Good sports, good sport.
As housemates managed to incur only 4 fails, they have passed this week's shopping task. Big Brother will tell the housemates tomorrow.
Someone got a fork in their pocket, or is it?
5:25 p.m. Housemates are gathered in the living room for this week's nominations.
This is Big Brother. Can Ben come to the diary room?
Go on, Ben.
Americans sound mean.
I know. Why are you guys so mean?
I don't know, but it sounds mean. It's like to get in here and get over there and do this. And you tell anyone you're gonna fucking die.
Hello, Ben.
Hello.
Could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Straight in, yeah? My first nomination is Chloe. Chloe doesn't muck in as much as the other housemates do. She just put a glass down there the other day, I tripped over the glass, went all over Sally's bed, and then the glass was just left and I had to clean it up. I just think if that was me, I would help out clean the glass.
Ben, could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
I'm going to go for Ryan again. He just put me on edge a little bit, just when he's just started stirring it up with Roxy a little bit. And he'll kind of throw the shit grenade in there, and then he's off ski. Now I feel like I can't be with myself around Roxy. I'd like to get to know the real Ryan, to be totally honest. You know, because the little bits keep popping out of him, but there's wars there, and he puts me on edge around his personality.
Here comes Ben. Every time he comes back, he looks devastated. Bless him. Bless him.
Can't believe it, Ben.
What? Yeah. Ben. Ben. Chloe's gonna move.
Harsh guy, you, Ben.
What they call her.
Breaks your heart, doesn't it?
No, Ben.
This is Big Brother. Can Chloe come to the diary room?
Chloe, make it fast.
Go, Chloe.
Let's not be profound. Let's not think of a lot. Let's go in, let's say what we have to say, and eat rice.
My first nomination will be Nick because we don't really conversate and he doesn't take part in group activities. everyone's having such a good time, having laughs, jokes, and then when someone's just sitting at the side, it doesn't feel very nice. My second nomination is going to be Hardeep because he snores and passes gas in public, and this annoys a lot of the housemates. He made Roxanne upset yesterday as well, which wasn't great. She was a bit paranoid over the situation, and it's a sensitive topic, and I just don't like seeing her cry.
My first nomination is Chloe. She's done well with her tasks and stuff, but she's really quiet around the house, and she doesn't really help like clean up and stuff. So I just don't feel like she's helping enough around the house. The name for my second nomination is going to be Ryan. I just feel like he's acting up to the cameras a bit. I just feel like if everyone else is really being themselves and just letting themselves have a good time, I think that's what's quite important in here.
The first person I'm going to nominate is Hardeep, because he'll say something to someone, but then if someone pulls him up on something, then he gets all defensive about it or goes off in a mood, and like it's just a little bit trying. The second person I'm going to nominate is, I don't want to do it, is Roxanne, because she gets on quite a few people's nerves, and there are times where I just want to have a minute and not be around all this performance, and sometimes it's kind of hard to get away from that. Yeah. You know you. You know you.
What? Sorry. Oui.
Here she is. So horrible.
Who's next? We can just run over, right?
Go on, Hart.
Why couldn't we all just be arseholes so it was easy?
Shut up, Gab, you twat.
Fuck.
So my first nomination is Chloe. It's getting a little bit testy to continually walk into piles of her clothes and just have her leave the fridge open. In terms of a team player, she hasn't really got involved with sort of cleaning and tidying and cooking and stuff, so I think that is a strategic and sensible nomination. My second nomination would be Roxanne. I think there is a narcissism about her that she hides quite well but rears its head at times. The straw that broke the camel's back was her reaction to the roast last night, which I thought was massively off the cuff. Made her the story. I'm finding myself apologising for something I'm not altogether sure what I've done wrong. And what's depressing for me is I have no intent in my heart. I'm not here to piss anyone off. I love a bit of self-deprecation, but I think with Roxy it's kind of like, look at me, don't look at me. No, but keep looking at me.
My first nomination would be Nick. I feel in the house you need some energy and characters to lift things up. I feel he doesn't really participate in that sense. You know, you'll see him sitting on his own, you'll be on the bed in a group of people, but won't really get involved. My second nomination is Hardeep. He's getting a little bit short-tempered. Certain things are bothering him, which, you know, really shouldn't. Example, one of our tasks that we had to do about the food, you know, cause a little bit of stir by saying, you know, there's people out there with no food and go to food banks, bearing in mind the food was rotten, gone off, and the best place for it was the bin. And he couldn't understand what the show's about.
Could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Hardeep. So when he was cooking for everyone, that was a great contribution, and now he's cooking part of the time and not part of the time. So a little bit low on the contributions and a little bit high on the farting and snoring. Passing gas or burping or whatever he's doing is rude, and that is annoying. My second nomination is Chloe. She doesn't contribute. I feel like she needs to learn that just being beautiful and fun isn't all there is when you're in a group. And because She was passing notes, which is against the rules, but also then not acknowledging that that caused the group a penalty.
My first nomination is Roxanne. I think she's trying too hard. She's always trying to sing or dance or do something. I can't believe that anybody lives like that in the real world. It is boring and annoying. My second nomination is Chloe. She's a lovely girl, and when we have tasks, she throws herself into the task as much as anybody. But the remainder of the day, everybody's picking things up after her. She doesn't muck in with anything in the kitchen. She'll leave the fridge door open. She'll leave her clothes in the shower. She'll walk away from a cup wherever it may be. She's the weakest member of the team in that regard. Everybody else mucks in.
My first nomination, unfortunately, has to go to Hardeep because he crossed the line again with me when he brought my fiancé and my relationship into the comedy roast, which was his task. I think he could have found more witty remarks to make at my expense. So for that, I nominate Hardeep. My second nomination, unfortunately, has to be Ryan. I always have this feeling and this sense that he doesn't really warm to me and that I'm not really his cup of tea. It's just that impression that I get that I don't really feel like he would want me around.
Coming up, Kirsty's got some words of wisdom.
Don't do it on the beach. Doesn't work. It's bad.
You also get stand-uppy crap.
It's gritty, it's gross,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work for vaginas.
No.
Ooh!
Be prepared for offensive language and adult and sexual themes. 8:14 p.m. Housemates have been nominating for 2 hours and 39 minutes. So far, Chloe has received 5 nominations. Hardeep has 5. Roxanne and Ryan both have 3, and Nick has 2. Next to nominate is Ryan.
Hello, Ryan.
Hi. My first nomination is Chloe. Chloe seems to, for me, put herself first before the rest of the house, meaning getting ready comes before doing chores. She doesn't really participate in keeping this place in working order as much as everyone else. My second nomination is Roxy. Her level of energy, it's sometimes a little bit too much for me. I feel a little bit is, I hate to say it and I might be wrong in saying it, but a little bit for the camera. And that's the first time I've actually said something really, really negative about someone, and I may have got it wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong.
My first nomination for this week will be Hardeep, and the reason for that is I find his snoring wakes me up, and he's very, very loud early morning, and also his flatulence. He doesn't take anyone into consideration with it. My second nomination for this week is Chloe. And the reasons for nominating her are that she has never offered to clean the lavatory or the bathroom or the sinks or wash up. She is basically lazy.
It's dull, isn't it? There she is.
Go on, Sal. Sal was quick out of all of us, you know. Telling you.
Well done.
Nice and quick.
Yeah.
Chloe has received 7 nominations, while Hardeep received 6, meaning they will both face the public vote this week. Roxanne received 4 nominations, Ryan received 3, while Nick received 2 nominations. The rest of the housemates received 0 nominations.
This is Big Brother. Nominations have finished for today. Big Brother will reveal the results in due course.
Are we allowed to leave?
However,
Oh, God.
Shit.
What have I done? I'm sorry if I've done anything.
Housemates, as you know, it is against the rules to discuss nominations. This rule has been broken by Hardeep and Nick.
Huh? What? I mean, look at that. If you were that worried...
If I was playing like that in here, my wife would have left me.
It's made the job easier for me now. I thought it was going to be very difficult.
Which, this weekend?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, I've got plenty.
Until further notice, neither of you will have access to the bathroom in the main house. Instead, you will only have access to the outside shower.
I haven't mentioned a name, definitely not.
You don't talk, Nick.
I'm a fucking lawyer. I know what to say and what not to say. Fucking bollocks, mate.
I thought you were a comedian and a chef.
10:42 p.m. Some of the housemates are playing Truth or Dare.
You're in cats and
You are, shit up.
Am I dead or sleeping?
No, you're a prey. You're like, oh, you're
You can
food.
do it. You can do it.
You're like some food.
I'm only doing it because of red wine.
Good excuse.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
this is brilliant. Watch.
Previewing on Animal Planet.
1, 2, 3, take one.
Previewing or...
Action.
I'm going to laugh, honestly.
Maybe you're dead right now.
Meow.
Right.
Meow. Lick your
Beer cheater, baby.
paws. And then Gaga slide
baby.
away. Gaga slide. Ha, ha, hey!
Brilliant.
Hardeep and Dan are in the garden.
You okay? Yeah, all good. I'd just like to take a little minute out and like just think about the wife and kids and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying not to. I really admire that you got your boy 2.5 days a week, man.
Yeah,
I really fucking admire that. I can't tell you.
I had to battle for that one.
It's a battle worth fucking winning, my bro.
100%. That's the best.
That's the single thing about you. There's lots of things about you that I like. But that's top of the list. Top of the list.
Me too. That's the one thing I'm most proud of.
Especially in here, when you got like Chloe and Roxy, who don't know their dad.
Mm.
And I know it's not easy for you, like, do you know what I mean, logistically. I'm sorry, mate. Sorry. It's massively insensitive. Sorry. Give it.
I just miss him.
Yeah, of course, man. Fucking get me started, big fella. Crying isn't weakness, crying is strength. You must be strong in your love for your family.
More than anything.
Yeah. So if you don't show it, what sort of man are you? I know the sort of man you are.
It's hard, like, obviously I love having a laugh and stuff, and when I'm with the boys,
You're fucking good at being with the boys, I tell you that.
I honestly just love being with the kids more than anything. Thank you, mate.
Don't you worry.
The girls are sharing bedtime stories.
I was staying at a house filming a movie, and there was a woman. I don't believe in furs. I would never wear fur.
It was fake fur.
But she had
Faux
an
fur.
amazing sable fur-length coat to the floor.
Oh.
So I called her up and I said, "Would you mind if I wore this to something?"
And
She
you were
didn't know
naked
what.
underneath.
And I was naked, and I picked my mate, my friend, up at the airport. And then I asked the chauffeur, "Could you please close the window?" It was fun just
Did the
because...
screen go up for privacy?
You know, I've read about that sort of thing. So I wanted to do it.
And you did it.
Don't do it on the beach. It doesn't work. It's bad.
You also get stand-uppy crap.
It's gritty, it's gross,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work for vaginas.
No.
Ooh. Just a word of warning.
It's nice up against the fridge now and again.
The fridge is good. That's very 1950s.
Yes.
Yeah, we broke our friend's shower once. we looked after their flat. But I mean, when we first met, we couldn't keep our hands off of one another.
That's what I'm saying. For how long?
I love that.
Oh, I would say for the first 25 years, 30 years.
25 years?
Sally, I hope me and Lee become
I didn't want anyone else.
Oh.
I didn't want anyone else either, but I was more interested in watching Kimmel.
Yeah, but obviously it wasn't satisfying you.
But for me, 3 times a week is plenty.
Yeah.
I don't want to have sex 7 days a week. Oh, it becomes like
You can't help it. Lee smells amazing all the time, and when he eats his food, he does this.
But that's that's young love.
Oh. He could do anything, and I would just think, oh.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
Oh.
How long have you been with him?
10 months.
You're still in the zone.
My nipples get hard just talking about him.
Okay, I'm gonna say a year. I'll give it 2 years.
I don't know. Sally's given me hope.
Yeah, seriously.
For 25 years, you wanted to have sex every day?
Probably longer, but I still, yeah.
Every day?
Of course.
Oh my God, you're my idol. I'm asleep.
You've got the strongest vagina of anyone I know.
You are 100% my idol. 7 days a week. Oh my God.
50 Shades of Bloody Grey over here.
50 Shades of Sally. Oh my God.
I haven't even bothered to read it.
You don't need
Lord.
to.
Don't need
It's
to.
based on you.
It isn't even
It's based on
compared
me.
to your
No,
life.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm a sex goddess, really.
Tomorrow night.
There are 2 housemates nominated for eviction this week. They are Chloe and Hardy.
What? That's fair enough.
I just know that, like, I'm definitely gone.
You don't know that. I know there's not, and I can say that's going to make it feel better right now. But I love you.
This week, Chloe and Hardy face the public vote. It's vote to save. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Chloe, add 02. And for Hardy, add 05. Calls to the long number will cost 50p plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Voting closes in Tuesday's eviction show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. If you watch on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. And to see who goes, join Emma tomorrow night at 9:15 for the live eviction.
Yes, don't miss the live eviction at 9:15 tomorrow. The celebs on the farm might want to stick to the day job, but milking cows is not their strong point. New over on 5 Star next. Whilst here on Channel 5, take a peek into the royal lives of Meghan and Harry as they celebrate 100 days married. Brand new next.